finding a mentor to shadow as a newly licensed real estate agent. So if you're getting started in the real estate industry, you might be wondering how to go about the process of finding a mentor or somebody who you can shadow and learn the ins and outs of the real estate business. Well, in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how that works. That way you know how to go about it from the get-go and get started on the right path sooner rather than not. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Tyler Roicki. I help people build income and wealth in real estate, and I run an international real estate team at eXp Realty. If you get any value whatsoever out of this video, all I'd ask is that you like, comment, and hit that subscribe button so I can continue to share more tips and resources with you in the time ahead. And if there's anything I can potentially do to help you now or in the future, go ahead and send me an email. You'll find that along with some other helpful resources for you in the description below. And with that in mind, let's dive into the video. So to better understand what kind of opportunities you're going to find as far as mentorship, it's going to help to understand how our industry works. And if you're getting started in real estate with the license, it's completely different than any other experience you've had up to this point. If you're coming from a background of working a job, a career, or anything of that nature. And the difference is the fact that when you get a real estate license and affiliate with the brokerage, you are in effect launching your own business. You're not getting another job. You're not going to go work for the firm. No, you are launching your own real estate business. You're taking that license and you're going to go out and build something for yourself with it. Unlike any other situation you've had prior where you're starting a new job and you may have a week or two or however much time it is that you're spending training, shadowing, what have you. That's not how it works in our industry. When you step into this industry from day one, you are on your own to figure it out. And part of the way that most real estate offices are set up is it's a hub of independent contractors. It's a hub of business owners just like yourself who are all running their own businesses. So it's not a given day one you step into that you're gonna have anyone or any opportunity to shadow and learn that way. And so our industry is not really set up that way. Now that being said, there is something in the way of mentorship available, but to be clear, it's like, okay, if you're not going to shadow, how do you practically go about learning what you need to know on a day-to-day basis working as an agent? And the reality of that is, well, the way you learn in this industry is you learn while you earn. And so if you are joining a company that has the proper support structure, you're going to have what you need in terms of when you need help with the next step. You're gonna have somebody to turn to and an answer with whatever it is you need help with at any point along the way. And so hopefully you're part of the right company that has the right structure to support with that. Because for the most part, you're not gonna have much an opportunity to shadow and to learn the ins and outs of the business before you go and apply it. It's gonna be, hey, take what you're learning and go and apply it immediately, and then go seek out the help you need when you need it. And that's when you're gonna have more of the hands-on help guiding you through the next step in the process. And that brings me to, well, okay, how do you actually go about getting mentorship? So shadowing, perhaps not on the table, but mentorship certainly is. And in our industry, the way that works is, again, with the company with the right structure, you will have some kind of mentorship program available. Now, not all companies do that, but in particular, I can tell you that my company, the company I'm affiliated with, eXp Realty, has a mentorship program built in for newly licensed agents. So if someone's joining this company in the US who is newly licensed, who hasn't yet gone through the process of getting their first 3 deals done, the company is going to automatically assign them and pair them up with a mentor in their local market area. And that's someone whose role is going to be to help navigate those next steps in the process as someone's going about working with their first several clients all the way up until they've got the deal closed. And so that's the person that you would lean on for that help, for that support, for that guidance when you're in a situation that you don't know what to do next and you need to lean on them. So that's how you're going to navigate it all. And otherwise, if not eXp, you just want to make sure that you're a part of a company that has a formal mentorship structure in place so that you have someone to turn to and go to when you need help, because that's not necessarily going to be the broker. That's not necessarily like you want to make sure that you have a formal mentor in place place, especially if you're newer to the business, because that's how you're going to get that hands-on help and support you need when you need it. It's not going to be by shadowing someone, learning everything you need to know, and then going and doing it. No, you're going to be learning as you're going, but with the right structure behind you, you're never going to be in a situation where you don't know the answer, don't have help with what you need when you need it. The only way that that would happen is if you're just not a part of the right company with the right structure, which if that's where you're at right now, go ahead and reach out to me. Like I said, you'll find my email, but seriously, I want to make sure that if you're in a situation where you legitimately need help, I might be able to help facilitate that. So reach out, connect with me, and we'll connect further based on what it is you actually need in the way of mentorship, support, and helping navigate all that. And the last thing I want to mention here is the power of having the right network within the brokerage and within the industry, because a lot of people, as they're getting things started, they always fear what they don't know, or if they will have, the people they need to turn to. And so, there's really two possibilities. If you're in a situation now where or if you ever get in a situation where you are wondering or doubting that you have what you need, it's one of two things. Either you lack resources, meaning the company you're affiliated with does not have the proper resources in place to equip you with what you need, or it's also possible that you are lacking the level of resourcefulness you need to make the most of the resources that they do provide. And so it's one or the other. And reality is, even if you're in a situation where you lack the resources, I would question, are you really being as resourceful as you could possibly be? Because I see it all the time. Even though, with EXP in particular, I would tell you there's by far more resources than any other company out there in the way of support, training, even leads and compensation too. But just there's not someone who's going to join this company who's new to the business who's going to lack the resources they need. They're going to have more resources here than they would have in any other scenario. But despite that, I see agents that make the most of it. I see agents that just come out the gate crushing it. And I mean, they're not even using all our resources. They're just finding 1, 2, 3 things that they do, go out and implement, and now their business is exploding. Then on the other hand, I see agents that have the same exact resources that don't do anything with any of it, and their business is not exploding. And again, what's their issue? They lack resourcefulness. So point is, look at your scenario and really assess. It's hey, resource-wise, do I have what I need? But am I really exercising the level of resourcefulness that's going to take to actually make something happen with it? And if you are truly being resourceful and you're still lacking, that's where you really would look at, okay, maybe I don't really have the kind of resources in place that I should have and could have. But along with that comes the network, because if you have the right network, if you have a big enough and powerful enough network, you're always going to have people to turn to for the help and support you need. So where the industry lacks in having that person that you're going to be shadowing and learning the ins and outs of the business from day one, where it doesn't really have that, what it does have and offer is a network of people where if you're plugged into the right environment, surrounded with the right people, you're going to have a whole network of people that you could turn to at every point along the way for the different things you need when you need it. And if you couple that with having a formal mentor relationship with somebody in your local market who's on the ground making business happen, and they're paired up with you and have a financial incentive to help you out with those first few deals, if you couple those two things together, you don't even need to shadow somebody. It's a concept that comes from the 9-to-5 world. It's not really applicable here, like I said. And so I hope that makes sense. I hope I did a solid enough job of explaining that. But at this point in the video, here's what I'd say to you. One, if you got any value whatsoever out of it, all I'd ask is that you like, comment, and hit that subscribe button, because I'd love to share more resources with you in the future. And also, if there's anything I can possibly do to help you now, go ahead and send me an email. You'll find my email along with some other helpful resources for you in the description below. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching the video. And until next time, I'll look forward to seeing you on the next video.